Hello everybody, this is going to be a tutorial on how to solve the Bandaged cube, also known as the bicube. Now the Bandaged cube, in concept, is just a 3x3 Rubik's cube in which pieces have been glued together or bandaged so that you can no longer cut through them. So having all of these bandaged pieces limits how you can turn it. See, right now I cannot turn the left layer because this piece is bandaged together, so I'll need to move that over, and now I can do L. So this brings a whole new concept to solving the Rubik's Cube. With how you are limited to your moves, it is hard to solve, and it is also hard to scramble. You can go to my website and print out a page of 50 scrambles. Link to my website will be below in the description. What you'll need to know to solve this Bandaged cube is you'll just need to know basic Rubik's Cube notation like R, R prime, U prime, F, F prime, and then R2 and U2 and F2 and so on. Now on a Bandaged cube there is one corner that is not bandaged to anything else. As you can see, all the other corners are bandaged to an edge. This corner is not. This will be called the free corner. The free corner should always be held on the front upright position. So right here. And as you can tell, if you rotate the entire cube clockwise around this corner, these three faces remain the same. Top face, if you rotate it, it still looks like the top face. So how we know how to hold it, we have two centers and an edge that are all bandaged together. So you can never turn the yellow layer or the orange layer. You want to hold this piece in the back and the free corner in the front upright. Now there are three algorithms you'll need to know. Now all three of these algorithms will be below in the description so that you can go back and learn them. So holding it from this position, the first algorithm is F, R, U, F, R prime, F2, U prime. And what that does is that cycles 5 pieces on the Bandaged cube. Piece down here, 3 on the top, and then this slot right here. So that means if you do it 4 more times, it will resolve the cube. Now the second algorithm is just the first algorithm backwards. You don't really have to learn this algorithm, but it will make it faster and it's not too hard to learn. So being the inverse of the first algorithm, it is U, F2, R, F prime, U prime, R prime, F prime. And there we go. And if you do that algorithm 5 more times, it will also resolve the cube. Now the third algorithm is R, U, R prime, F2, L, F, L prime, U prime, F. And what this algorithm does is that rotates the 3 bandaged corners on the top counterclockwise. Now you could learn this algorithm backwards, but you don't need to. So if you do this algorithm 2 more times, it will resolve the cube. Now these 3 algorithms will just be referred to as algorithm 1, algorithm 2, and algorithm 3. And if you forget what they are, again they will be below in the description for your reference. Now these 3 algorithms should be pretty easy to learn. I learned them all in one day. And they're pretty easy to learn because it's pretty much logic to how you should turn it. Because for, let's say, the algorithm number 3, if you forgot that the first move was an R and you did an R prime, you know the second move is a U. So you know that can't be the second move because these 3 pieces are in the way. So you know that it must be an R. So these algorithms should be easier to learn. Okay, so once your bandaged cube is scrambled, the first thing you want to go about doing is we want to put the cube back into the right configuration. Now you want to hold the two bandage centers on the back and the down face. And so what we want to do is we basically want to solve the centers so that the color on the other side of the center piece is matching up with its color. So the yellow would want to be turned down here, the blue matching up with orange, and the green and yellow matching up with the yellow. And you want to have the free corner end up in the front upright position, which it already is here. Okay, now how you can turn your bandage cube. The free corner basically shows you how you can turn it. When the cube is not in the right configuration, you can turn two of the sides around the free corner. See here, I can turn the red side and the blue side, but I cannot turn the white. We want to get it into the right configuration so we can turn it on any of the three sides where the free corner is. So now, going about solving the centers, I basically figured out this step by experimentation and seeing what would work. I'll give you a few pointers, but I'll leave the rest for you to figure out yourself. It shouldn't be too hard if you just play with it and see if you can get it there, using the free corner to be able to turn the sides. Usually you want to solve the green and blue pieces first, depending on where the free corner is. That should tell you which one to solve first, and the white will be solved last, or the top side. So here, since the free corner is in FRU position, I'll go ahead and solve blue, which is good because then it's still in the red, so I can turn the red over, turn green, and turn white back over. And you want to experiment with it. You want to get green. So I got green, but the free corner is down here, so that's still not good. You may have seen what I did to get that. Now I got that state into configuration. Just with a little experimentation, I'll go ahead and just scramble it a little to give you guys another example. Okay, here's another case that you can have for solving the centers. This one shouldn't be that hard. Since red is already solved and the free corner is down here with the green, I can just solve the green, which brings the free corner up into the top layer. So then I can bring it over to blue and solve blue. Now if I had just solved blue with the free corner FRU to start with, then it would have been brought down here. If you bring it over to the back side when you turn blue down, it will bring the free corner into place, and you can see the green is solved. So you want to just use experimentation to figure out how to solve the centerpieces. It takes some practice, but after a while you can figure out what you should do with the case that you have. If you have a case where you've put the centers into configuration, but the free corner is stuck down here, what you can do is you can bring the blue to this spot, like here, and you can do like some basic F2L moves. Bring it out and put this one in, and you can bring this back and solve the blue, and then the corner will be in place. You just need to practice solving the centers. At first it will be tough, but after you figure out methods on how to solve the centerpieces, you'll get more used to it. So that's what I have to say for solving the centers, the first step. Okay, after you've brought the centers into configuration, so they're matching up on the sides, and the free corner is at F, U, R, then you want to go on and to solve these corners, bandaged corner edge pieces. You want to solve them one at a time. You start with the back down left, and then you go to this one, and this one, and then this one, and then the top three. So the first piece is the left back down. So it should have orange, green, and yellow. At least it will on my bandage cube. So here I have located the piece. Now you want to bring this piece that goes in this back slot, you want to bring it above, so in the back, the upper back slot. So you want to bring this piece from here to here. Now it doesn't matter where it is, whether it's in this slot, this slot, this slot, or this slot. You just want to do algorithm number 1 until it ends up here. If it is in this slot, you will have to do something different, and I'll show you that later. But if it is here, 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 so anywhere on the top, or here, or down here, you just do algorithm number 1 until it ends up over here. So algorithm number 1, and there we go. It came down here now, so we have to do it again. Okay, now it's over here. You have to do it again. Okay, now it is where we want it, above where it needs to go. Now once you have it back here, you want to do the set it move R, D, R prime. So now the slot where it needs to go is in the left front down right here. So with the corner back here and the free corner FRU, you want to do algorithm number 1 again. And that will bring the corner from here to here. Now you want to undo the set it move that you did, R, D prime, R prime. So now the centers are back to normal. If you find that the first piece you want to solve is in the right front down position, so right here, you have to do something different instead of doing algorithm number 1 until it ends up here. You still want to get this piece over here, but you have to do something different. To take it out, you have to take it out differently, since algorithm number 1 does not affect this slot. So you'll have to do the move A. Now, an A move is just, imagine grabbing the free corner and twisting it counterclockwise. That is going to be called an A. Now a C for clockwise would just be grabbing the corner and twisting it clockwise, the entire cube clockwise. So C for clockwise, A for anti-clockwise. So you will want to do an A as your setup move, and then do algorithm number 1. And once you've done algorithm number 1, you want to undo your A with a C. And now the piece will be out of its slot and into one of the other 5 places. So now it's down here, so I can just do algorithm number 1 until it ends up where I want it to go, which is above its slot, and then you can insert it like how I showed you before.